In our terraforming video, which is linked below, we saw how to flatten the ground to suit our needs. Our need today is a farm. Farming is almost literally the lifeblood of this game. We start by using a hoe to prepare the ground for planting crops. Once we've done that, we'll set out to find things to plant. I see the hoe is a good tool to use for showing off the imperfections in our field. That's okay, plants won't mind. Before we head out to the wilderness, let's see what tools we should bring. We just used the hoe, now we'll need an axe, a sickle, our most valuable tool, and maybe a scythe for convenience. Also, if you have one, a compass might be a good idea since this journey may take us some distance from home. So now we take care of our need, the need for seed. Okay, here's our first find. If we just use the F key, we get the tomatoes, or we can use our sickle for the chance of getting some seedlings. Let's keep using our sickle. Remember, we're gathering starters for our crop farm. Okay, there's some cotton, more tomatoes, lots of cotton. Wow. Oh, hi, Dougie. Apples, my favorite. We'll grab the apples and bring down the tree and hope for saplings. Finding the saplings in tall grass can be difficult, and we really want the saplings, so we'll use our scythe to improve our chances. We'll cut the grass low to make them easier to see. And there it is. I guess one is better than none. Whoa! Almost missed this potato plant. Excellent, a cherry tree. Let's see what it has to offer us. We'll take them. More tomatoes. Nice little pumpkin. I think you get the idea. Time to head home. We could ask this pig for directions, but since pigs aren't all that reliable, we'll use our compass. Just line the floating red dot up with the north pointer and we're all set. And watch where you're going. No matter how far I wander, I'm always amazed at how quickly I can get home again by using the compass and following a straight line all the way. And here we are. We now have a good set of starters for our crop farm. I gathered just a little more than I showed in the video. I didn't want to bore you with the repetitive plucking of seeds and such. So now let's get them in the ground. Just select some seeds or seedlings, point to where you want to plant them, click and hold the right mouse button, and that does it. There are virtually no restrictions on how you arrange them or how close together they can be. Total freedom in that regard. In the beginning, I used to cram them together very tightly for a better yield, but now I just think about aesthetics. A garden should look good, right? So there's some tomato plants, carrots, potatoes, putting down some watermelon, pumpkin seeds. The seeds are hard to see. Over here, let's lay down some cotton. We picked up a lot of cotton saplings. And how about a few hemp? Ever wonder how long it takes for them to grow? I did, so let's take a look. Well, the tomato plants and the cotton plants, they pop up pretty quickly. First signs of melon and pumpkin. Oh, we got cotton balls. We're just waiting for tomatoes now on the left. And there's the tomatoes. 3 hours and 20 minutes. So now we know. Harvesting crops from vines and bushes is the easiest. You just pluck tomatoes, cotton, and hemp, and the main plant just grows more. Picking something like carrots by hand gives you a carrot, while using a sickle gives you both the carrot and some seedlings. Don't make the mistake of pulling up all your carrots by hand and having nothing left to replant. Potatoes work the same way as carrots, but watermelons and pumpkins give you only the fruit when picked by hand and only seeds when harvested with a sickle. Plan carefully when harvesting those two. I'll use the sickle on some hemp here because I need more seedlings. Cotton balls and hemp leaves for making our first aid supplies. The crop farm is on its way. Now let's make an orchard. Trees don't require cultivated soil. They'll do just fine on dirt or grass. We just have a few fruit tree saplings, but that's good enough for a start. Putting down some apple saplings. I wonder how many cherry saplings we have. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Good enough. I guess we should time their growth too. I suspect this will take longer than crops. Oh yeah. Five hours and 20 minutes. Looks like planting trees is a good thing to do before you go to bed. But orchards are awesome. Once started, there's no maintenance. Just harvest them whenever you see fruit, and in no time you'll have barrels full of fruit to live on. Now for a tree farm. This is where our endless supply of wood will come from. The terrain is a little rough around here, so I only leveled off a small area. Just big enough to show you the idea. We'll plant our trees away from the edge of our clearing, so there's a better chance of finding our saplings at harvest time. We'll skip over this growth cycle so we can get to our first harvest. On your mark, get set, grow! That's what I'm talking about. By this time, I'm sure you know how to cut down trees, so we'll race right through this harvest. Let's chop down our birch trees and gather the wood and saplings. You will appreciate how having a clearing makes finding the saplings so much easier. My first willow tree. Well, I've got one sapling. The spruce can grow quite large, so you'll probably want a larger clearing than this for your spruce tree farm. Now we just clear the stumps and we'll be ready to replant. I think I'll go for a birch tree farm. We increased our sapling count already, so we're in good shape. And we're back in business. So that's about it. We now have plenty of renewable resources. And that's just about all you need to know about farming.